Shabbat Shalom. So in this week's Torah portion, we find the beautiful story of how Jacob, although he has a real difficult time living in the house of Laban, his father-in-law, nevertheless it says that he becomes a very wealthy man through hard work, through difficult challenges, and he nevertheless succeeds. And it says he's a shepherd and he works really hard and he succeeds in having many sheep. Many sheep, different stripes, different spots, and all these different kind of very interesting successes. And by the way, today in Israel, there's a certain kind of breed, and they call it Jacob sheep because of unique colors and stripes and so on and so forth. But interestingly enough, as the Torah goes on, and later on it tells us how Jacob travels and leaves his father-in-law's house and so on and so forth. It tells us when he meets his brother Esau later on, it says that he comes forth with cattle, in other words, other kind of animals, and sheep as well. And the question is, one second, he left his father-in-law's house only with sheep. Suddenly he has all these different kind of animals. Why is he traveling with other animals as well? And here we have a fascinating insight. You see, sheep is, the expression is, going to slaughter, as sheep go to slaughter. What does that mean to say? Because sheep follow the leader. Whatever you tell the sheep to do, they sort of go. And that's why it's very easy for shepherds to shepherd sheep. But other kind of animals like, bulls and cows and other kind of larger animals don't exactly follow so easily what you tell them to do. So Jacob had a very important message to teach. And he said like this: yes, of course, he could be very wealthy with a lot of sheep and little animals like that. But he was also trying to send a message. And that is like this. There's two kinds of wealth that you could have. You could have wealth that's just monetary stuff, things that like sheep, that yes, you have accumulated a lot of wealth, but then you could have also kind of wealth that shows that you're power, leading. That is like other kind of animals that are much stronger, for example, bulls and so on and so forth. And when he came and met his brother later on, he wanted to show him that he's not just wealthy, but a weakling. He wanted to show that he's wealthy, but also out of strength and out of power. And that's why when the verses tell us that when he meets his brother Esau later on, it tells us that he has other kind of animals as well as sheep, not just only sheep. And this is obviously, he sold the animals and made money, and then he bought other kind of animals as well. This, I think, a very important lesson for us in life. It's not just about the wealth that we have, the money that we have, the blessings that we have in our life, but it's what kind of blessings and what do we do with those kind of blessings. It's important for us to have pride in life, have strength in life, and whatever it is, doesn't make a difference what it is, but we should always feel good with what we have, to have that self-worth, to have that self-pride, what we have, that whatever it is, when we go along with life, to see that whatever it is, to say, we are what we are. This is a time of thanksgiving. It's a time that we recognize the blessings in our life, and we have to say it with confidence, with self-worth, and with pride. We have to be proud that we are Jewish, proud of what we have, and to say to the world, yes, we are Jewish, and we are proud of the things that we have. Shabbat Shalom, and happy Thanksgiving.